I instinctively pulled my phone from my pocket. The screen displayed a perplexing essay of gibberish. Though the letters formed coherent words, the sentences held no meaning for me. In an instant, a message appeared. Protocols updated. HRI system reset, deactivated. I pocketed my phone, somewhat relieved to avert my gaze. The text had left my head spinning. I read the words, yet understanding eluded me, creating a cognitive struggle. The room enveloped me in darkness, almost unbelievably so. Scanning the surroundings, nothing felt familiar. A peculiar lamp swung from the ceiling, its shattered light bulb a testament to its neglect. An empty vase stood on the other side of the room, contributing to the overall desolation. Wait a moment, wasn't it pitch black in here just now? How could I perceive the room's contents in total darkness? Surveying again, the light dangling above emitted a surprisingly bright glow, unveiling the room's details. Ah, right. A trick of the mind, playing games before. I rose and approached the door at the room's far end. A small table hosted a vase adorned with roses, complementing the beautiful flower motif on the walls. The room was aesthetically pleasing, but strangely foreign. I needed to leave. Exiting through the door, I found myself back in the green hallway. Somewhat recognizable, yet not quite my home. Perhaps I was at work, or at least I thought so. Wandering down the seemingly endless green hallway, an indescribable force propelled me forward. A purpose lingered, but its nature remained elusive. Where was I going? What was my mission? Suddenly, my heart skipped a beat, and fear gripped me. Hairs on my neck stood erect as I held my breath, straining to hear. To hear what? Why? Silence enveloped me. Gradually, my heart rate normalized. I pondered my reaction. Was it truly a reaction when nothing preceded it? An action, then, not a reaction. What would follow? Advancing a few steps, a resounding bang echoed from ahead. The collision of objects reverberated, a peculiar occurrence demanding attention. How odd. Adrenaline surged through my veins, a potent message resonating in my mind. The corridor I occupied ceased to be a sanctuary. Safety eluded me, and the green walls forewarned of an imminent shift to red. The realization struck, compelling immediate action. Sprinting towards what I hoped was an exit, memories of a conversation materialized. The coffee machine, a man, and adjacent, the elusive exit door. He, the man by the coffee machine, a disfavored acquaintance. Overly zealous to impress the questionable higher-ups, flouting rules with abandon. A distorted mechanical groan jolted me back to the present, my focus shifting to the coffee machine. Eyeing the door, I questioned its existence. Had my recollections led me astray? Yet, as I pushed it open, a cascade of chairs toppled, a makeshift barricade yielding. Someone had sought to restrain, or perhaps confine, the unknown within. Perspective played a pivotal role. Calling out met with an eerie silence, I ventured into the darkness. A collision with an unseen obstacle sent a shiver down my spine. A few steps more, and there it was, a figure on the ground. My hesitant gaze lowered, revealing a woman whose face held a hint of familiarity. As my hand reached out, the cold truth struck. Not the touch of skin, but an unsettling absence. Fear gripped me, signaling a deviation from the anticipated course. Panic surged, a realization that everything had unraveled. Time remained, a fleeting chance to escape. A few chairs became my makeshift defense as I sealed the door, a surge of guilt permeating my actions. Were those left behind condemned, or was it a desperate attempt to save the few? In the midst of uncertainty, a grim decision lingered, sacrificing the many to salvage a remnant of hope. An unforeseen nightmare unfolds. In the heart of chaos, a mundane office transformed into a nightmarish battlefield. Panic ensued as alarms blared, and a seemingly heroic rescue turned into a massacre. The narrator, caught in the crossfire, grapples with the surreal horror of a situation gone awry. Amid the chaos, armored soldiers stormed the office, initially sparking relief. However, the relief quickly dissipates as the soldiers, once allies, become victims of a grotesque transformation. The surreal scene unfolds with relentless gunfire, colleagues falling, and the emergence of monstrous entities. As the narrator grapples with the unfolding nightmare, a sense of impending doom sets in. The distinction between life and death blurs, and a harrowing realization dawns. An irreversible touch condemns one to an unsavable fate. The narrative takes a chilling turn as the protagonist confronts their mortality. In a desperate bid for survival, the narrator navigates a surreal landscape, encountering eerie shadows and unsettling illusions. The story unfolds through a series of disjointed events, each contributing to the building tension and uncertainty. The narrative takes a mysterious turn as the protagonist encounters a fellow survivor. The exchange is brief, shrouded in uncertainty, yet a common goal emerges, the imperative need to return home. The suspense heightens as they navigate the treacherous corridors, haunted by the presence of an elusive monster. The climax unfolds with a confrontation against a nightmarish creature, a manifestation of pure hatred. The visceral description of the encounter paints a vivid picture of the struggle to prevent the monstrous entity from escaping, reinforcing the urgency to complete the mission. As the protagonists approach their destination, the atmosphere becomes increasingly surreal. A mysterious red room awaits, shrouded in an unsettling fluid. The revelation of the room's true nature adds another layer to the narrative, raising questions about the character's perception of reality. The climax unravels a twist of fate as the protagonist grapples with their own identity and purpose. The Red Room, initially perceived as home, becomes a source of confusion and doubt. The narrative takes an unexpected turn, leaving readers on the edge of their seats. In a final act of defiance, the protagonist attempts to document their journey, urging others to find them. The narrative concludes with a plea for rescue, a chilling realization that the concept of home may be more complex and terrifying than imagined. This riveting narrative, born from chaos and uncertainty, explores the blurred lines between reality and nightmare. With vivid descriptions and an unfolding mystery, the story captivates readers, inviting them to delve into the unknown and grapple with the complexities of the human mind in the face of unimaginable horrors.